Sure.
All right, so let's talk about the pyramids.
Yeah.
Doing some alien excavations.
Yep, that's what
over there.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess there's big structures underneath the pyramids.
Yeah, it's like they buried their World Trade Center instead of flying planes into it.
Yeah. Yep.
Their government
They buried their treasures.
Yeah.
They buried all their treasures.
Yeah, probably.
It's like the Washington Monument.
Yeah.
And we just see the tip. My goodness, what are you doing? Are there balls in those?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are those balls for?
Well, I was going to ask you. You don't know?
No.
I don't know. I have
a
no
little
idea.
ball bearing in there.
Yeah. Or it's like a spray can thing. I don't know what the point of it is.
Maybe you can huff it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Well, we covered that. We covered that in great detail.
Yeah.
Biggest archaeological find in world history, and we covered it. We covered it in under 10 seconds.
Yeah, you saw it here first, everybody.
Yep. Well, probably not. They probably all saw it on Twitter.
Yeah, they might have listened to it first.
Yeah. Here. Yep. Anyways. Yeah, they're dude. So what do you think we should do? I do want to go to the Tesla protests.
Oh yeah.
I think that'd be fun.
It would be a lot of fun. We could pretend we're news people.
Sure.
Except don't they usually throw shit at reporters asking the wrong questions?
Hopefully they throw shit at us. That'll make me cum. I eat poop to cum.
Yeah, we should put like a lapel mic, tape it to a spoon and, a wooden spoon and go ask people dumb questions.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Fuck yeah.
Like the content I've seen. I'm trying to recreate art in my life.
Yeah, the content I enjoy. I thoroughly enjoy watching.
Yeah. Get a good clip out of that.
Yep.
Now, what if, because you were saying that some people are speculating that under the pyramids there's some kind of energy source.
Sure.
Because they're like big coils.
Yeah.
Now, what if we discovered that it was some kind of alien energy source and we figured out how to harness it and then it could power everything on Earth?
Oh my god.
Wouldn't that be fantastic?
No, they would fucking...
Yeah, they'd find a way to ruin it.
Yeah, they'd fucking destroy that immediately.
Yeah, or
like, no, we need oil.
Yeah, we'd have a proxy war with
Well,
Egypt.
yeah, I mean, it would blow up the world economy.
Yeah.
The world economy would fucking
no one
implode.
Can get to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to be like, no, we can't do that.
And you know what else they're working on right now that is not good is like BlackRock and billionaires and shit. They're getting into crypto.
Sure.
And Whitney Webb says that she's worried that they're going to ruin it because the whole point of crypto is like not for billionaires.
Yeah.
It was like an alternative to their whole thing.
Yeah.
And they tried to suppress it.
But then all they had to do was just buy it.
Yeah. It's like everything else. Mm-hmm. They're just like they resisted it for a while, and now that it seems like it's something, they're like, well, what if we just because if you're a billionaire, you can get into any system that's like smaller than you, and you just game it.
Yeah.
You just flood it with. I think what she was saying is that they're making it so that it's like dependent on the dollar. So it's like everything else where like you're only allowed to exist and get popular if you're pro-US, the US's foreign policy, or you don't talk about it, or and you're using the dollar. Yeah,
they're just
it's gonna turn into that. It probably has already, for all I know.
Yeah, they're just gonna make it a central bank digital currency.
Right. Yeah. It'll be tied to a central bank, which will be controlled by the people who need to.
Yeah, the Fed.
The need to knows.
The Fed.
Yeah.
Which you know what that means.
Yeah.
No goy allowed.
Yeah, a guy like me.
Yeah.
I could I could be like a high-level employee.
Sure.
But they wouldn't let me, there'd be like a glass ceiling to my advancement. If I was, I wouldn't get very far in a company like that.
Yeah.
Not because I'm such a great guy. I'm just retarded.
Fair enough.
Numbers and stuff.
Yeah.
just they upset me. That's the real problem.
They upset me too, bud.
Yeah.
They upset me too.
Yeah, they make me crazy.
I just fucking love my goy slop, though. I just want to see my goy slop brain rot content, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Yum.
Goy slop. Well, that sounds like what somebody would call a sloppy Joe or something.
Oh, sure. Made of like human meat.
Yeah, or like baked beans. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's delicious.
Soylent Green.
Yeah.
Goy slop.
You're like, dear Lord, please bless this delicious goy, which we are about to partake.
Yes.
You know how people will be like, chicks will be like, I'm just a girl. It's like a thing chicks say.
I'm just a girl. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just a goy.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm going to start saying.
Yeah, dude.
Anytime I screw up or do anything wrong. Look, I'm just a goy.
Yeah.
Out here trying to make my way. So.
Aren't we all, though? Just a bunch of goy trying to
here in Clearfield,
way.
Utah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I have not seen a single whatchamacallit here.
Yeah. Whatchamacallit.
I've seen about 4 in my whole life, and 2 of them were lying about it.
Sure.
So.
Sure. Fuck yeah. Goated.
Yeah, people who lie about being Jewish are goated.
Yeah, they are. They are.
They're the goats
that's the most Jewish thing you can do.
They're the goats of like making your life entertaining.
Yeah.
Of like, Jim moment turning to the camera shit.
Yeah.
You meet somebody in real life and he tells you with a straight face that he's Jewish.
And
then I would turn to you and be like, how about that?
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
He's just trying to avoid interest rates on loans, and we all know it. He's trying to get religious exemption from interest rates.
Yeah, you can probably get like a little extra grant money to get into school or whatever if you just like tick a certain box that says you're Jewish.
Sure.
And you just you probably just have to write an essay about your mom and how Jewish she is or something.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my mom.
She smelled so bad.
Yeah, she's a real hypochondriac, this lady.
My mom, she's
now, who says Jews smell bad? I've never heard that from anyone but you.
Just me.
You're starting that.
Yeah. I was trying to start the thing that trans people smell bad too.
How'd that go?
I don't know.
Did that catch on?
Not really, but I think it's funny.
Yeah.
To just be like,
listen, a trans woman is probably going to smell worse than a pound for pound,
Sure. Yeah.
Just on average, I would guess.
Pound for pound, they're fucking pussy.
Yeah. Their rate of infection is higher, just statistically. That's just a stat.
Yeah.
That's not even a statement or like a taking a side or anything. It's just statistically.
Yeah. They're more likely to...
The post-ops are going to have... Yeah.
Their disease-infected axe wound is more likely to be disease-riddled.
Scalpel hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's barbaric, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was on a date with a woman with fake breasts one time, and I don't know how we got on the subject, but she was like,
yeah, I don't know how we got on the subject. It cut to you just staring at her fake tits. And you're just like, wow.
Like, how are you enjoying the spaghetti? She's like, I got pizza.
Yeah.
No, but
and you're like, yeah, whatever the hell. Yeah.
She brought it up because I was telling you the other day about how if you tell people that you do stand-up comedy on an amateur level, they, like, if it's a chick, they will want to go out with you and just like talk jokes the whole time.
Sure.
And talk about their favorite comedian who's always dog shit.
Yeah.
And they'll want to riff with you a little bit.
Which, by the way, comics do with other comics.
Yes.
But that's different.
It's different because it's, you don't have to pretend because you're on a date.
Yeah.
Because when you're on a date, you either have to be like an honest person and be like, oh, this just isn't going to work between us. I hate you.
Yeah.
Or you have to lie. And then even if it ends well, it doesn't really end well because, you're just lying.
Yeah, if a comic tells me that they like Hassan Minaj, I can be like, you fucking suck.
Yeah.
You suck for liking
You can
them.
just say it to their face.
Yeah.
Because they're probably a dude, first of all.
Yeah.
And they're probably just like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Statistically, again. But anyway, the point was I was on a date with this chick. She
Was
found
enjoying
out-
her boobs.
Yeah.
Or spaghetti.
Well,
And pizza.
kind of. Because what happened was I didn't realize she had fake ones because she didn't like have them out, you know. She was sort of modest.
Uh-huh.
This is what Cheyenne's friend does too.
Mm-hmm.
Got a boob job, but dresses modestly because of Mormonism.
Sure.
And it's like, wait a minute. You can't show your cleavage because of God, but you can, you know, get it altered surgically and implant fake fucking balloons in there. God's like, fine. Like,
Yeah.
Anyway, the whole point of it is this chick I was on a date with, we got on the subject of trannies because she was like trying to riff about it.
Okay.
About trannies these days, you know?
Yeah.
And I told her that I'm against all elective surgeries.
Sick.
And then she got really offended because she had like a fake face and tits and stuff.
You're like, I'm against all elective surgeries, and she's like, I have fake breasts. And
Yeah.
You're like, well, I didn't mean that. That's I didn't mean that.
No, yours are fine.
No, you know I didn't mean that.
But I kind of do mean that because they freak me out. They never point straight. You know what I mean? And it's always like they come up with creative ways to hide the scars, but you know what you're going to see it anyway. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, you did one of those where they like cut around the nipple and you ever see that and pull it off, put an implant in, and then they stitch around like the areola to try to hide it.
That's weird.
And it's like you just have nipples with like, you know, they look like eyeballs.
Yeah.
Or, you know, they'll do it under or whatever. It's always bad.
I think it'd be funny if they just like moved the nipple like way up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just put them on top.
They get huge tits and then they like put the nipple underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like that? You want to see my nipple?
Oh yeah, a little extra reveal.
You're like, oh yeah, fucking hot.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so fucking hot.
Let me see that. Where that nipple at?
Yeah.
Play Find the Nipple. Yeah. So we didn't really get into much of that. She didn't like me.
She didn't like nipple play.
No.
Oh, well, that's a shame, bud. Yeah, you are against elective surgeries, so
Yeah. It's got nothing to do with hating trans people.
so you hate me because I've had 3 penis reduction surgeries, so you must hate me.
I'm against that. I think you should stop what you're doing
Yeah,
and find God.
I actually did have 1 penis reduction surgery.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
For what? What, did it have a tumor in it?
No, I bet you did too. Circumcision.
Oh, yeah.
Call it what you will. I tell everyone.
Penis reduction.
I tell everyone.
Yeah, that is what it was.
When I was a baby, they had to fucking reduce the size of my penis.
When I'm at
It was
Alliance
simply
Theater,
too big.
Yeah. When I go to the Alliance Theater and I need like my own little sob victim story, I tell them about how my genitals were mutilated.
Sure.
And I pretend that I remember it.
Yeah. Yes, technically, I did go through penis reduction surgery as a baby.
I was raped with
Yep.
a small knife.
Yeah. Now, luckily, I didn't have yeah, we don't need to get into that. You know what they do.
Yeah.
You know what they do.
You know what they do.
You all know what they do.
You know what they do. What they're up to.
Yeah, you know
You know what they're doing.
You know what these people are up
You know,
to.
we don't even need to say it.
Yeah, I guess it's
Good
probably
things.
it's probably not.
Only good things happening in that building.
The tower's even in frame. Either way,
I don't know.
either way, we
yeah,
all.
but if they're not, we're talking about the Twin Towers.
Yeah. Yep. We all know what fucking those sneaky beady-eyed thieves are up to.
Beady-eyed thieves. Yeah. Cartman.
Yeah. Yeah, they love sucking on those fucking... Well, how else are you going to get the blood off? That's what the rabbis are saying.
Yeah, how else?
Yeah.
How do you do it?
Oh, I'm sorry. What am I going to do? Use gauze?
Yeah. That's, if you read the book of Second Judges, clearly states not to do that. Don't use gauze. That's what the
what?
Babylonians were doing.
You know what I find interesting is like the Moyle thing really was kind of the beginning of a lot of people's awakening.
Yeah. That's
That was
what do they call that? Like a red pill moment
Yeah.
for some people, or like the entrance to the rabbit hole or whatever.
Yeah, with a silent T. Yeah, they really did like
Good
it.
one.
It was that's a 4chan. That's like an internet thing.
Right.
That really is like that was a big eye opener for a lot of people where they're like, whoa, wait, they're doing what?
Yeah.
What the fuck are they doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now that's not related to the other stuff, is it? I thought that was...
No.
Because every religion has stuff like that where it's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Every religion has at least one... Even Mormonism has a couple things where it's like, wait, what were they doing to the 15-year-olds?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just religion. Like, well, and it's not even only religion. It's also like...
It's like organized.
Anything, it's like the public school system. That lady that was caught... doing the gangbang with the scream masks.
That's
according to the 30 mile zone, which has never lied to me.
I was gonna say, so that happened in the 30 mile zone.
Well, they're just reporting what they hear, and I guess
it's all conjecture and
I don't know
hearsay.
where the school was, so I can't say.
She hasn't been convicted.
They were like they'll re-report on news stories sometimes if they're like insane enough.
Okay.
They're like, we need to get this in the zone. Just any kind of insanity, they'll comes through the zone.
They'll let you know
for people who stay in there.
Yeah,
it's like how I used to only watch Jon Stewart. That was all my news. Like, okay, if Jon Stewart mentions it, then I'll know about it.
Yeah,
and that's it.
If John Leibowitz mentions it, then
I'm gonna wait to hear what John Leibowitz is saying about this, you guys.
Yeah, let's see what this guy has to say first.
That was me back in college at a college party.
Yeah. Yeah, if he didn't report on it, then it didn't happen.
Yeah.
If I haven't seen it, it's new to me.
Yeah, exactly. So the point is, that's just one of those things that makes you be like, I don't know. That's just shit that goes on in the world that it's like, how do you stop that from ever happening to anyone, anywhere,
Sure.
Because people are fucked up and they do sick things.
Yes, they do.
People are sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Mormons in the temple, the Mormon temples that you see around here.
Mm-hmm.
What they used to do, like in the 70s, is when you were like a teenager going through for the first time, they would do this special ceremony where you would wear like a sheet, basically. It wasn't even a robe, it was a sheet and nothing underneath. And kids were getting touched.
No.
Yeah, exactly. And that was everyone's reaction. What? Oh my God.
Yeah.
During that sacred ceremony?
No.
Kids are being what? Oh.
No. Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, that wouldn't happen. Not in our religion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all the other ones. That's all the other organized religions that do that, not ours.
Exactly. It's like it's like Richard Dawkins' thing about when they're like, what if you're wrong? He's like, well, what if you're wrong? Because you're saying everyone else
I never
is
thought
wrong.
of it like that. Yeah. Holy shit. Whoa.
Yeah, so that
what if I'm wrong?
That all ties together.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Religion's fucking very, very. Religion's fascinating. I mean, your whole upbringing with the fucking planets, dude. That is bonkers.
The crazy thing was we didn't even talk about it every day. It was just something we all knew would happen.
Yeah.
In the future.
Yeah. You knew it too.
Yeah.
It wasn't like this could be. No. It was like, no, we're all getting our planets.
We spent most of our time just talking about Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And how great he was and how we were waiting for him. But then after Jesus came, we knew what we were getting.
Yeah. Now I don't know if we mentioned if we've talked about this before on the podcast, but my grandpa, this is my religious upbringing.
Yeah.
So first of all, my grandma's Catholic, I believe, or some Christian bullshit, fucking whatever.
Yeah.
And then my grandpa on my dad's side was, I guess, also just like Christian, but he was schizophrenic. So
Starting when?
When did he start being schizophrenic?
Yeah, what age or whatever.
I'm not sure when he was diagnosed, but one of the earliest stories that I have heard of was, my mom was pregnant with me, and now my dad still lives with my grandparents at this time and to this day, which is hilarious. Yeah. He works at a gas station. So my mom's pregnant with me, and she's laying in bed, and my grandma is trying to wake my grandpa up for work. He worked on the railroads, and she's going, Rit, you gotta. His name's Richard, Harry, Harry Dick. And she's going, Rit, you gotta get up. Rit, you gotta get up for work. And she's like, Rit, when are you gonna get up? And then he gets out of bed, runs down the hallway, and jumps down the stairwell. And they're just screaming.
Oh my God.
And my grandma's like screaming, and she's like, oh my God, he broke his back. Oh my God. And he stands up, adrenaline pump, and he goes, I don't think I'm going into work today. And so they had to take him to the hospital about mental,
Wow.
Something's up. They said something's up with old Rit.
Rit.
And so I guess he got. I don't know. I assumed he was already diagnosed probably by that point.
Yeah.
And sidetrack. Because my family's so fucked up, dude. Like, holy shit, man! You want to hear a really fucked up one? So, my grandpa's uncle died. This is when I was a kid. This had to have been like. I had to have been like a baby or whatever. And they're cleaning out his house, because they're doing the estate sale that I'm fucking, going to. And I wish I was there for that estate sale, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Okay, this is so fucked beyond belief. And, okay, so they're fucking cleaning out the house. And they're throwing out his mattress. And when they take the one mattress, have I told you this already? Mm-mm. They take his mattress, and like they're taking it out, and between his mattress and the other mattress, they got Polaroids of my cousin. Yeah.
Like those kind of Polaroids?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And my family says it's just pictures.
It's just pictures. And they were like,
yeah.
Criminal pictures.
Yes, federal crime pictures. Wow. The man is burning in hell for all of eternity for those pictures.
That was your grandpa or your uncle?
That was my great uncle.
Your great uncle.
That would be, my grandpa's brother.
Has pictures of your cousin under his mattress, between his mattresses.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
That's terrifying.
What'd the cousin say?
Oh, she was so young she probably didn't remember it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if she...
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up. But, dude, how fucked up is my family to be like, that's just pictures?
Yeah.
Dude,
that's how a lot of families react, though, because it's like, what, are we going to have a scandal now?
Yeah.
What, are we going to have the whole neighborhood talking about this?
Well,
I mean, you got to.
Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah, you have to. What? You have to expose that shit.
Was it after he died?
Yeah.
You have to at least condemn it inside the family.
Yes, you got to be like, fucking no mention of that man's name in our house.
Yeah.
Don't ever even bring him up.
So you wonder if certain people in your family like already knew about that kind of like.
Yeah,
because usually when you have one uncle that's kind of that way, everyone in the family is like, his uncle.
That's him. Steer clear of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, sick. Okay, we got sidetracked. Back to my grandpa. Not a pedophile.
Oh, thank God.
I know, right? Thank fucking Christ. Just a nutcase.
Yeah.
Good
we like them.
Good old fashioned schizophrenic nutcase, dude.
That's sweet.
Okay, so
that's so hardcore to just jump down the stairs.
Yeah, yeah.
And he really broke his back.
I'm not sure
But he fucked himself
he
up.
fucked himself up for sure, dude. Yeah. So he goes to Holy Spirit Hospital, and fucking, gets the, whatever.
Yeah.
Goes in. They put him on. I mean, he was on lithium. As long as I knew my grandpa, he was on lithium.
Yeah.
And if he stopped taking it, which he loved doing for some reason.
Love not taking it.
You ever notice schizophrenics just love not taking their meds, dude?
Yeah, because they get lonely.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, it's lonely in here.
You guys are boring.
Yeah. I'm going to see my other friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he stops taking his meds, and I don't remember how old I was. I was probably like 8.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. My grandpa stops taking his meds one day, and he takes me outside and he goes, "You see that there?" And I go, "Yep." And he goes, "That's the sun." I go, "Yeah, I could figure that one out." I figured, yep. I deduced as much, yes. And he goes,
I was gonna ask.
Yeah. I was wondering if there was something right near it, that you're pointing at, maybe a spaceship or something.
Yeah.
And he goes, "I can stare at the sun for 3 days because I believe in the Lord."
Nice.
Yeah.
And would you catch him sometimes out there just staring at it?
No. This is just
shit that he said?
This is just a nutcase going fucking haywire. Now, yeah.
Lying to you, bragging
Yeah,
about something so insane.
Yeah, that you can't do. Well,
Yeah.
come on, bud.
You couldn't do that if you tried.
Yeah, yeah. What are you doing? You're running at the. What? How are you maintaining the position? You know.
Right.
Grandpa, it's going down, bud. It's going to be on the other side. You're not going to be able to see it.
Yeah, that's the moon.
I know that's
Grandpa.
not true. Yeah, I know this isn't true. You're just looking at a reflection now off of off of our closest satellite.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that really taught you something about the Lord.
That taught me something about the Lord.
You never forgot that lesson you learned about God.
Yeah, and okay, now this kind of goes into why I think that I stopped believing in God for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Because I go in after my grandpa tells me that, and I was like, hey, Grandma, this is, called her Nan.
Nan, yeah.
Nan and Pap.
Yeah.
Hey, Nan, Pap's out to lunch right now,
Yeah.
And he's fine. Oh, he's fine. Really? Because he's staring at the sun, and he's telling us, and he's telling me that he can stare at the sun for 3 days. So I don't think he's all there right now.
What's perfect about that is like a really funny amount of time to say that you're gonna stare at it.
Yeah,
it's so perfect.
Yeah. What happens after the aforementioned 72 hours, good sir? So he come back in. And we're having dinner, and it's weird that this was the scary part, because we never said grace, but that was the one time that he was like, we're gonna thank God for this meal.
And then your grandma was like, take your meds.
Yeah. And it was like, dude, okay, so and my grandma, not to disparage such a lovely old lady, but she wasn't like a cook, I cook meals, homemade meals and stuff, right?
Yeah.
My grandma, her version of that is fucking Chef Boyardee, spaghetti.
It's like if I cook, that's what you'd be getting.
Yeah. It's like nothing. Hey, I love her to death, but she's not putting in the fucking work. There's like 3 meals that she would make that she actually put in the effort on. Everything else was just.
Did she have a job?
She worked at the grocery store.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah. okay. So we're fucking saying grace over chicken tenders like it's like it's Talladega Nights or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like fucking terrified, dude, because I'm like, what is happening?
Wow.
Like we're over the country crock, man.
Wow.
Not over the margarine. Oh God, we don't even have real butter, dude, and we're fucking praising God for seed oils.
Yeah, please bless this poison
that we're
was
about to
made in a
consume.
factory for us.
Yeah. So it says grace and everything, and then take him to the nut house.
Yeah.
And then there's another one I just remembered. Now I wasn't around for this, but this is just one that I heard of one of the other times that he didn't take his pills, where he was just like standing in the closet, and my grandma, like, he was standing there for half hour, 45 minutes, and my grandma like opened the door and was like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "Picking corn." Like it was a matter of fact too. Like it was isn't it obvious?
He's like, "Close the door, it's drafty."
Yeah. Isn't it obvious what I'm doing?
Yeah.
I'm picking corn, you dumb fuck. Clearly.
Yeah. Where do you think all this corn came from?
Yeah. But okay, so one of the times that I went to the nut house to like visit, you go in and it dude, it's a lot like the movies, man. Those people are crazy.
Yeah.
They really are.
Yeah.
So there's like, women that are just like, they're all drugged out of their minds.
Yeah.
And like, there's a woman that's like, like 40 years old, but like clearly has like the mental faculties of like a fucking 8-year-old. And she's like, I drew this picture. And you're like, oh, wow, that's great.
Yeah.
And she's like, will it go on the fridge? And it's like, sure. Yeah, I'll put it on the fridge. Yeah, I'll put it right here on the fridge. You just drop it. Like, but yeah, we go in and visiting my grandpa, and he's sitting there smoking carrots. Like he's just got it.
The carrots weren't on fire.
No,
he wasn't with a lighter for like an hour trying to light it.
No,
that'd be funny.
Yeah, and you're just like, I'm like, can I bum one of those off of you?
I'm hungry.
I put it in my mouth, start smoking it like him, and I'm like, holy shit, this hits. This is fucking fire, dog. I'm high as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandpa would like, he'd buy me like candy cigarettes when I was little. Right. Trying to get me started early.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I wanted to be like him, so it's like, oh yeah, this is gonna be fucking cool.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I just think that shit's so funny. Now, you've never been to a nut house, have you?
No. I've only seen the movies.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been to a few nutty people's houses.
Sure.
Because Mormons will make you like, when you're like 16 years old, they'll round up all the 16-year-old boys and be like, all right, we need to go help Sister Johnson move. And Sister Johnson is a 70-year-old crazy lady with a house that's just like full of cat piss and, whatnot. Like crazy hoarder types.
Yeah.
So that was my brush with mental illness.
Okay. Nothing like multiple in one area.
Well, no. There would always be like 5 or 6 of those in the neighborhood.
Okay.
They were sort of just like,
they didn't like have like a book club where they imagined a book and like.
No, nothing like that. They were just crazy and weird and yeah.
Yeah, they didn't read like some made up thing like the Diary of Anne Frank or anything.
Well, I knew one that knew how to use Photoshop.
That's pretty cool.
And instead of going on vacations, would just Photoshop herself.
That's
on a
cool,
bunch of vacations.
Dude. That's fucking, and it's clear.
And then display them like she had actually been there. Like put them on the wall.
That's pretty crazy.
That was a fun house to go eat dinner at.
Yeah.
On being a missionary.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
That's a hell of an Easter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when you do a Mormon mission and you're like in the U.S., where everyone's heard of it already.
Mhm.
The only people that will talk to you are mentally ill people,
Of course.
or very, very poor people.
And you're one of them.
Yeah, I was at the time.
Yeah, at the time,
Yes,
dude.
yes.
Yeah.
Because I
You just didn't know any better.
well, we would be like, should we be even trying to, these people are mentally ill, and it always came back like, it was like Republicans buy shoes too. It was like mentally ill people need God too. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Go out there, get them in the water, dog.
Yeah.
So that's what we would do.
Wow.
It was a lot of fun.
Jeez.
For a while.
But you did have a mentally challenged aunt.
Yes, my aunt on my mom's side had Down syndrome, and she wasn't one of the like happy ones.
Sure.
She was like upset all the time, or maybe that could have just been when I was there. But when my
she was
grandma
upset and hungry.
Yeah, she was hungry.
She's always hungry.
Upset. She was always upset with visitors, so that's why to me she's always seemed upset. But I think she fought with my grandpa a lot.
Okay.
So I think she was just upset all the time. The only time I ever saw her happy was when she was watching the Muppets.
Damn, dude.
Which, the Muppets,
slap.
They had some bangers back in the day.
And my aunt's very similar to that.
Yeah.
She didn't have Down syndrome, though. The umbilical cord wrapped around the neck.
Yes.
Mental, yeah.
About how old is she?
I think she's 57.
Oh, yeah.
She's not long for this world, because they only live to be like 8 Great Danes, so.
Yeah. Well, my aunt would have been like in her early 50s now. She died, I don't know, maybe 3 years ago. Because Down syndromes especially, I think they have fewer telomeres or something. They break down a little quicker.
Sure.
So.
What the hell is a telomere?
That's it's on your DNA, and it like tells you how old you're gonna be. Or it's like a chain of shit that like when it runs out, it's like, okay, we're not replicating anymore.
Gotcha.
This N-word's fin to die.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, the Muppets, the fucking dude. Yeah. So my grandma liked Sesame Street.
Yeah.
She liked
anything Jim Henson.
Yeah.
Jim Henson really spoke to those people.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he was really onto something there.
Yeah.
And Friends. She loved Friends.
Really?
Because, well, she got
That's
to a
way too...
Because she got, like, when she was in her 30s, she got, like, really horny, which happens to non-Down syndrome women. I think it was just being a woman and being horny in her 30s, but she couldn't, like, really do anything about it. Like, they weren't letting her have sex because she wasn't married, and they weren't letting her get married.
Really?
She had Down syndrome.
Yeah.
So she would just watch Friends, like, secretly. She had Friends, like, stashed under her bed.
She had Friends between the mattresses. Like
it
was Polaroids of...
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
It was that big of a crime, basically, when my grandma found him. I heard all about that at the dinner table. My grandma called my mom and was freaking out.
She's like, she's watching Joey.
Yeah, because she had a job at Little Caesars, and she would visit the DVD store or whatever, Walmart on her way home. Some Friends DVDs.
Yeah, that's sick, dude.
Yeah, it's too bad they got taken away.
Yeah, that's a shame.
I wouldn't have done that.
My aunt had a boyfriend.
Yeah, mine did too for a little bit. Yeah.
And how did they meet? Did they meet in the group home or?
They met at like some kind of
function,
Special Olympics, or like a barbecue, some kind of get together.
Yeah, isn't it funny that they
like
go
a
to
church thing? Though.
Isn't it funny that they go to the Special Olympics? Because it's like, my aunt, it was 350, 400 pounds.
Yeah.
And it's like, this bitch she's competing? What is it? What Olympic event is she in? The pie eating contest? What is this, dude?
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what Amy would have been good at. She could sing like a real fucking, she would really squeal.
Sure.
She loved singing.
Yeah.
But, Yeah, she didn't. She never liked it when my family came over.
No.
I don't think she liked men very much.
Well, she must have liked Joey or.
She liked, yeah. She liked Joey and she liked Ross and the other one. Oh, I think the one she really liked was who's the one that died?
Could I be more?
Yeah,
What's his name?
the, like really,
Chandler.
Yeah. Chandler. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was her favorite because that's every chick's favorite because they're stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so what were you saying about yours? She
I don't know. We're just riffing about it.
she
I
likes
guess.
Sesame Street.
Yeah, they love Sesame Street. Oh yeah, she had a boyfriend, Jim, and
Oh yeah.
he was like my grandpa's age.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, and then he died.
And he was also impaired. Challenged.
Yeah. Well, they have to.
Yeah, I think legally you have to be.
Yeah. I have a whole bit about it.
You do?
Yeah, about how we got to change the laws, and we really need to be able to change the laws so we can do it.
Yeah, these ableist laws.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's horrible what they've done.
But yeah, okay, so yeah, she was dating Jim. Yeah, I remember like I'd hear them talk, and they'd have like phone sex, and
Nice.
yeah, like, dude, I mean, retards will have phone sex in the same room. Like,
Yeah, they just like talking on the phone.
yeah,
It's like when you're playing as a kid and you're like calling your friend and he's over there.
yeah. They're like having phone sex with like one of the fucking like the Elmo. The dog says it's like, oh fuck yeah, it does. Yeah, what else does it say? Yeah, what else does it do? Yeah, fuck yeah.
Wow, that's kind of sweet in a way.
Yeah.
Kind of innocent.
Yeah.
And nice.
Yeah. Oh, what else? Oh yeah. Yeah. So she was dating Jim for a while, and don't let me forget about the cards. I want to bring that up too. Okay. The birthday cards.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so Jim. Oh, they would talk on the phone, and I remember one time she was like looking for the remote, and she's like, "Where's the remote at?" "It's in my ass. It's in my ass, Jim. Stick it in my ass, Jim. Stick the remote in my ass, Jim."
Oh my god.
And I was just like washing my hand. I was like pissing, and I was just like, I'm just gonna I just want to walk. I just want to walk out of the house, dude.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
That's horrible to hear. And also, like, where would you learn that?
And it's like she's watching like Sesame Street while like fucking, you know what I mean? It's such a weird like juxtaposition.
Sure, well, I've done that.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, fuck it. Oh my god. That is so crazy. Oh yeah. She sent me a Valentine's Day card. Don't you find that weird? For like your aunt to send you a Valentine's Day card? I feel like that's odd.
Yeah, I guess, but it's like because she's like whatever age level of development.
Yeah.
Is it? Because mine was had basically an 8-year-old's brain. That sounds like the kind of thing she would have done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. None of my other aunts ever sent me anything like that.
Yeah, it's so odd.
What did it say?
Oh, she just signs it with her name.
It'd be funny if she went to the store and bought like a dirty one and didn't know or whatever.
That would be
Or just thought that's like what you do.
Yeah, it's like it's like what came first, the chicken or the egg, and then you open up and it's like, we hope it was you. And it's like a chicken fucking an egg or something. It's like she gets it at Spencer's Gifts. And then she just writes Kathy. But yeah.
With the all caps backwards T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. What else? Mentally challenged people. I didn't know that they slept.
That's good.
Yeah, I thought that mentally challenged people because she would just listen to Partridge Family all night long.
Did she sleep like during the day or something?
No, she would. I mean, I think she would sleep at night.
She would sleep with Partridge Family on.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And she would just have like the same song playing over and over again.
Wow.
Hey, I think I love you.
Well,
Yeah.
that explains your grandpa, I think.
Oh, going nuts?
If you heard that from the other room,
Yeah.
over and over and
Oh
over.
my God,
like that.
dude. Yeah. Honestly, she was probably normal. Before she started listening to Partridge Family.
Yeah. That'll do it.
Yeah. She just has all the VHS tapes of every.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's so wild.
You're like, wow, I guess the brain at a certain level of IQ just doesn't need sleep.
Yeah.
It's just kind of going. All you need's food.
Yeah. And yeah, my grandparents would go. Yeah, all you need is copious amounts of food. You just need tons of potato salad and bean soup.
Yeah.
She loves bean soup.
Hey, me too.
But yeah, I remember. So my grandparents, we would go to Ephrata, which from Mechanicsburg is like. Actually, my grandparents are from Marysville, so I don't remember how far it was. It is probably like an hour and a half drive, maybe 2 hours.
Oh.
Every Saturday,
Oh.
getting up early,
That's terrible.
going to go grocery shopping to save 20 cents,
Yeah.
going to yard sales
Yeah.
so that my aunt could get VHS tapes and records that she has eight copies of already.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you going to say?
Well, just old people are all about like brand loyalty. They'll do shit like that
Yeah.
because some store that they like or some brand that they're into.
Yeah.
They love brands.
Well, in my mind, it's like, why don't you live there?
Yeah.
Why don't you just move there?
Yeah, or go to a different store.
Yeah. What? Figure it out. But yeah, so they would drive, and I remember one time looking in the rear view mirror and seeing her sleeping, and I was like, they sleep? And yeah, my grandma was like, what?
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't know they slept. You're like, who? And I was like, you know. Come on, Grandma, you know. Come on, Nan, you know what I'm talking about.
Now, your grandma, is she still with us?
Yeah.
Your grandma has her own mental illness struggles.
Yeah, she rips out her cunt hairs.
Yeah. But is she like, if you're just talking to her, is she like with it? Does she understand what's happening? And
Yeah.
everything?
Yeah, she's just eating the hair follicles
Wow.
while she talks to you.
Oh my God, that's revolting.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
your whole life she's been that way?
Yeah, she'll just be...
Dude, that's crazy to have. I mean, after a while, you'd think you wouldn't have any hair left.
Yeah, you'd think. Yeah.
You can pull out a follicle and it'll come back. It's good to know.
Yeah.
There's hope for you.
Hey, you son of a bitch. Hey, you dirty bastard.
Yeah.
That's what I have too. You just
Yeah,
don't.
yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
don't do it when I'm around you. I'm just
Yeah.
ripping them all out.
Right.
But yeah.
You think that's like a stress response to all the craziness around her?
Oh, it's got to be part of it. It's got to be. There's no way it doesn't play a role.
Your
But it's like all. Yeah.
And then your husband's schizophrenic, and you're stuck in the middle. with
Yeah.
juice.
And then my dad's like a gambling addict.
Right.
Yeah.
I would develop a weird tick
Wait,
on that.
which they're all slightly gambling addicts. They're all like a little bit,
Yeah.
like they all play the Powerball. They all play scratchers every day.
Yeah.
They're all dumping their money in the
They
fucking.
go to the gas station and get a scratcher. every
Yeah.
day. Or like your
Yeah.
dad brings one home or something.
Yeah. Yep. They all get a scratcher.
Right.
My dad, he used to work at the grocery store. He worked in the freezer section.
Sweet.
Just stocking shelves forever.
Mm-hmm.
And he someone would come into work with the gambling's illegal, sports betting
Yeah.
back in the day when I was a kid. So when I was like 7, my dad would bring home the slip of the games, and it would be like, you got to pick a certain number of games right. You have the spread and you got the games,
Yeah.
and you give them I would give him $20.
What is the spread? I've never.
It's like okay, Ohio State's playing Michigan. Well, Michigan's favored to win, so you get if you pick Ohio State, you get spotted 7 points. So if they lose by less than that, then you win, right?
Oh, I see.
Like you basically the game starts at whatever
Yeah.
the point spread is.
Right.
It starts with that.
Ah,
So
okay.
we would get that. I would get that, and I would fill it out every Friday, and then give it to my dad, and then I would sit there and watch The Simpsons, and he would go to work because he worked night shift. I'd give my dad, $5, whatever. I was a gambling addict.
Yeah.
I was addicted to gambling. Dude.
Yeah.
I loved it
Really?
when I was a kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'd give him like $5.
It was like the family activity that you all did together.
Yep.
Right.
And then Saturday I would wake up and let's see how my picks did. I would watch the games.
That's what got you into sports.
Yeah.
Because that gets a lot of people into sports.
Oh yeah.
Like people who know a lot about sports, it's usually from gambling, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
because you got to know your facts. You got to know who's going where and who's has a cold and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would, and I mean I would win every now and then, but I would also do full parlays. I'm talking.
What's a parlay?
A bunch of picks, not just one game. Like I'm not betting on one game. I'm betting on a shitload.
Right.
And then the reward is I want thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
I want a fucking big reward.
Yeah.
It never won anything crazy, but
right.
anyways, and then Saturday it would be NFL. Okay, now you get the NFL picks.
Right.
Here go a little five.
Yeah.
Let me get my picks in.
Yeah.
Okay, let's watch the football.
And I bet when you win, it's very exciting.
Oh yeah, especially as a kid, because it's like
yeah.
I've never had $50 before.
Yeah,
this is amazing.
You're freaking out over some October game.
Yeah.
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 That's great.
Yeah, some preseason matchup.
Yeah.
And then you knew it was tax. You knew it was tax time because my dad would get his tax returns, and then we would go to the casino together. You can go to the horse tracks, Hollywood Casino.
Yeah.
I think it was before it was. I don't remember what it was, but it was Penn National Racetrack. Mm-hmm. And we would go to Penn National Racetrack, and I would bet on the horses.
Nice.
I would give my dad money,
Wow.
and we would watch the horses, and I would be betting on the fucking long shot,
That's great.
Yeah.
I've never been to a horse race or a dog race.
You got to go to a horse race.
Yeah, it seems kind of fun.
Yeah, especially when you're a kid and it's like, go, go, go.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
I could see that being a lot of fun.
Yeah. I'm on my dad's shoulders like, I got a lot of money riding on this, Dad, you you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
This better work out.
I put my whole allowance on that.
Yeah.
All my Easy Rider.
Yeah, my stepdad would give me the secret. He's like, you gotta watch which horse takes a shit. That's when you bet on.
What?
They're lighter.
Next
time you go to Penn National.
It's lighter.
Here go a 5.
Yeah, I bet that worked.
Yeah.
That worked every time.
Yeah, no, never. Of course it didn't.
Watch the horses for.
Yeah, and then I'm like, I bet on it, and then it's like, wait a minute, wait, that other horse just shit too. Wait, I gotta change my pick.
He shit a little bit more.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
Pretty absurd. Yeah, that was the nut house, bud.
Yeah.
That was the nut house.
That shaped you into the man you are today.
Yeah. Now I hate gambling, dude.
Yeah.
I hate it. Right. It's like the dumbest thing in the world.
And did you feel like that's kind of what you were doing with crypto too?
I didn't see it at the time, but yeah.
Right.
When I was up big in like 2017,
yeah.
I was like, this isn't gambling at all. I'm just a wise investor.
Right.
I'm wise beyond my years.
How many guys are saying that now?
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Brian Hocktu at number 3 or whatever.
Yeah. And all I have is screenshots.
Yeah.
That's all I got now. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, you probably learned a lot, I bet.
Yeah. Yep. About greed.
Yeah.
About greed. You learn so much about greed.
Right.
That's good stuff. But anyways. Now you guys, they would have never sanctioned gambling in your household.
No. We weren't even allowed to have face cards.
Face cards?
Yeah, we could only play Uno.
What?
Because what do you do with face cards? You play poker and blackjack, and why even have the temptation around?
You could play War.
Exactly. We could, and Speed. That's what we would play. And then, well, it was a lot of Mormon families did that. That was like a thing where the leadership was like, they would come out every year and be like, oh, this is what the kid, you got to be careful your kid's doing this or that. And then everyone would clamp down. Like, you ever see Footloose? Where they like ban dancing in the town.
I've actually never seen it. I've heard of.
That's the premise of that.
I've seen Family
musical.
Guy.
Yeah. The town is like real puritanical, and it's like this small town that's basically run by the pastor, and he bans dancing.
Sure.
They would every year would be like a different thing you couldn't do, and then that was on top of all of the normal rules, which there were a lot of.
Yeah.
You know, and it was just depending on how devout you wanted to be. Like guys would be hanging on to like, it would be like the rule of the year, you know, and then 5 years later everyone was sort of forgetting about it. But if you were really devout, you would do all of them. Like 20 years ago, whoever got up and said, don't watch rated R movies. I don't even watch PG-13 movies.
Gotcha.
You guys would do that.
Yeah, one up.
Yeah, so, and my family did a lot of that, a lot of like just really being extra devout. I guess just to be careful or just to play it safe. I don't really know why.
Interesting.
Just because we loved God so much, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, God did not want us to do anything.
No.
We just sat at home and watched The Cosby Show and shit. So, yeah.
You still, yeah.
No gambling at all. Yeah,
They still like The Cosby Show at your household? Have you asked them?
Probably not. I haven't. But I would guess that they don't.
Yeah.
But that would be really funny if they were still watching it. That would
sure.
be great.
I gotta be honest. I don't know if I've ever watched The Cosby Show.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's like wholesome family humor. That's why they love it.
We had
so
local
much.
access TV, so I watched a lot of All in the Family and Sanford and Son.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Yeah, we got into that recently.
All in the Family is great.
All in the Family is really good, man.
Yeah, Archie's great, and also, who's the wife? Ethel?
Edith.
She's really funny, too.
Yeah, she's so funny.
That's a very good show.
Yeah. A lot of good lessons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, he's just like a fucking bigot that learns his lessons.
Yeah, except he doesn't.
But he kind of does.
He
gets taught his lesson but doesn't learn it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
His plan backfires, and then he's still just same old Archie.
Yeah.
Which is the perfect way to do a sitcom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, South Park did it right with turning that into a child.
Yeah,
That's
because
so
a
good.
child really can say anything.
Yeah.
It's like, well, he's a child. He doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
He's a child that hates the Jews. That's funny.
Yeah.
He's just on the internet and learned how to hate the Jews.
Yeah.
You know, it's not his fault. He's just 8. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yep. And you never... Now, wait, did you said that you had seen The Simpsons, but it was like, no?
I mean, I saw like...
Seconds
maybe
of it.
I saw it once, like at a friend's house.
Okay.
But yeah, it was...
You didn't have friends that were outside of the church, though, right?
I did when I was younger. Because, you know, with little kids, it's like every parent is like, okay, don't be watching that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the older you get, it's like, okay, well, now I can only hang out with my Mormon friends because the other ones are like, you know, watching all the movies I can't watch and stuff.
Yeah.
So it turned into that. And then eventually it was just like, well, we're taking it even more seriously than a lot of the other Mormons.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to chill here with my brothers.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Do COVID times. Yeah, so I forgot what I was going to say, but yeah, it was a lot of fun and learned a lot.
I feel like I should be laying down and
Yeah.
like a therapist.
Yeah.
There's like a therapy.
You should be laying down and but you're the therapist.
You kind of
Everything I say you just whack off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your chair kind of reminds me of Godfather 2.
Fredo.
You're Fredo, dude.
I am Fredo right now. I'm in like a weaker reclined position.
Yeah.
If we were talking money, you'd be able to get one over on me. Probably.
Sure.
You could just stand up and
Sure.
I'd give you whatever you wanted, and I'd just start crying about how.
What about me?
Oh, mom, never, whatever.
Yeah.
Shit, you were the favorite. I was the older brother. Yeah. Dude, Fredo. And
You're dead to me.
Fredo, that's like a slur if you call an Italian person Fredo. Remember when they called, who was it that they called
Cuomo.
Cuomo, yeah, they call him Fredo.
They called him Fredo.
Freaked out.
He's like, that's like calling someone the N-word.
Yeah.
If they're of a certain skin complexion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
they
crazy.
take that seriously, I guess.
Yeah. Well, he is a fucking filthy Fredo.
Yeah, they all
A
are.
pack of wild Fredos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at that fucking Fredo over there.
Yep.
Shit. Fredo's in Paris.
Yeah, Fredo's looting a Sephora.
Yeah. Yeah. A bunch of Fredos burning an AutoZone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's good.
Yep. And then who's burning the Tesla stores? What would we call them? Those are
Karens. Even if they're
Yeah.
men.
even if they're men, they're
Yeah.
Karens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're gonna join them, dude. We're gonna watch.
Yeah.
I really would love to fucking watch them.
Yeah, we should get some of the outfits, the graphic tees or whatever, so we could blend in with them. Like, what do they be wearing?
Oh, I have plenty, bud.
You need like a black bandana. Oh yeah, a lot of your shirts would be.
I got a
great.
full collection.
Dude, wear your melanin shirt. And go
Oh,
with the Tesla
yo. That would be nuts, dude. That would be nuts. I don't want to get killed. The melanin one would be good.
thing. Yeah.
But it's got to be one of the gay ones. I got to wear one of the gay shirts.
Dude, I wore that shirt I got that says Elon on it.
Mhm.
Elon, North Carolina, wonderful town.
Yeah.
It just says Elon.
Yeah.
And I wore it a couple weeks ago to Wise Guys, and it made the audience be like against me.
Really?
My jokes weren't even about that,
Whoa.
but it made the audience like hostile. It was really funny.
That's interesting.
And everyone talking to me afterwards, all the other comedians at the open mic, they were like sort of hostile towards me just for wearing that shirt.
Wow.
They're like, oh, yeah, that's funny, and then like, yeah, it was crazy.
You're like, I'm a fan of the town.
Yeah, I'm like, I went to this place, which
Yeah.
isn't true, but you can say that. And
Sure.
close enough.
Yeah, dude. Pulling off a shirt that you're wearing ironically is a little difficult sometimes
Yeah.
because people don't know that you're wearing it ironically.
Yeah, that was the thing. It was like I wanted to say to everyone, this is ironic. I'm being
Yeah.
ironic right now.
You don't get it.
Yeah.
But you can't say it because then it seems like you're,
Yeah.
yeah. You don't want to explain the joke to them.
Right. Yeah.
It should be obvious that when I wear,
Yes, because even if I was an Elon supporter, why would I wear this ridiculous thing to wear?
crazy thing to wear.
And if I was a supporter, it'd be funny. So
Yeah.
there's too many layers. It just went over their heads, those guys.
You got to just stick to the I Heart Jay Thaniano. That's the only,
Yeah, everybody loves that.
Everyone
understands that.
That's our local Tom Myers.
Yep.
Goat of
Goated.
comedy. Yeah. You've heard the bong hit transplant? Do you know about that?
No.
Oh, dude. That's some OG Cumtown, like very funny.
yeah.
Bong hit transplant.
What does
And
that
then-
even mean?
You just got to hear his bit about it, and
Yeah.
it's insane.
It's Nick Mullen's bit, or it's
No,
the guy
Tom Myers.
Tom Myers.
Yeah.
It's a funny bit,
No.
but it's a story he tells
It's a bit that he does
on stage.
on stage, and they talk about it on Cumtown.
Yeah.
And it's really funny when you hear it from them.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Wow.
Yeah, you gotta listen to that though.
Yeah, I should.
You gotta go through the archives, bud.
Yeah, I
Cumtown,
need to. I don't know how I missed out on that.
Cumtown's got some fucking bangers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I never got into Cumtown.
Well, you should. You got into fucking coming in guys' butts.
Sure, I was the mayor of that town.
I know you did that.
Yeah.
You fucking stupid piece of shit.
No, I think it's smart coming in men's butts.
You think that's a wise decision?
Yeah.
Nah. No, you don't.
If you like hanging out with men.
I'm starting to sweat. I can smell myself.
Ew.
I've been sick all week, dude. I'm sweating.
Yeah, dude, what happened? And how have I not, or Cheyenne not gotten sick?
I don't know, man.
It's crazy.
Dude, and I slept like 16 hours a day.
Wow.
Like, what the hell? And last night, yeah, I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
Finally fell asleep at like 6 a.m.
You need some...
I took melatonin at 11.
Yeah.
And NyQuil.
Do you stay asleep when you take that?
Usually, yeah.
I never
But
do.
this past week, it's just been like...
Yeah.
I mean, I just...
you took melatonin and you didn't fall asleep all night? Dude, I hate when that happens.
It's like, what did I do? What did I do this for?
Yeah.
I fucking drugged myself and it didn't work.
Right. And then you're just drowsy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's terrible.
Yeah, it was awful, dude. Yeah, and then I just 6 a.m. till like 1 p.m. or whatever.
Yeah.
I gotta get back off I gotta get on the sleep schedule like a normal fucking person.
Yeah, you need some horse dewormer or something.
Right, so you started taking ivermectin.
Yeah, I took it yesterday.
How'd it do?
I haven't noticed anything, positive or negative. I wasn't sick.
Sure.
I heard somewhere that you can take it and it just like makes you feel better, like all of a sudden generally, because it's like, all the stuff they say. It's like a very safe drug that, it doesn't have a lot of bad side effects or anything.
Now, how do you take it? What do you get? What kind did you get? How do you
Well, I didn't get like any kind of state sanctioned thing.
Sure.
I did something that no one should ever do.
Mm-hmm.
Who's listening or watching?
What'd you do?
I got a plunger.
You got a plunger
on Amazon that's meant to be put in a horse's mouth.
Yeah.
Some green goo.
Yeah.
That's meant to be consumed by a horse.
Mm-hmm. What's it taste like?
It tastes like apple flavoring with no sugar.
Oh, that's weird.
So it tastes like an apple, but it's not sweet.
Okay.
So it's sort of odd tasting.
Sure.
In that way, but...
And you think that this is going to cure you of your diabetes or what?
I mean, it might. Maybe there's a very low chance that it could. I'll take that chance.
Yeah.
So.
Now, this stuff that you're taking, this was hard to get in 2021, right? 2021?
Well, the stuff I'm taking is meant to be given to livestock. So I think you could always get it.
Yeah. You're the person Jimmy Kimmel was making fun of when he was talking about Rogan.
Yeah, I'm the person that, like on CNN, when they said Rogan was taking horse dewormer.
Yeah.
I went on Amazon and I searched for horse dewormer. I bought some. Yeah. I put it in my mouth and I swished it around and swallowed it.
Yeah. And, that's so funny. I'm joining you soon, bud. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see how it affects you.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna give it a go.
And you know what it took to convince me to do it?
What?
A friend of mine said they saw someone on TikTok that said you can do it.
Yeah, and you said, say less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said,
sign me up.
Some. Yeah.
And so here you are.
I got some methylene blue too.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's been a big thing on Rogan lately.
Yeah.
I've been watching Joe Rogan lately and learning all sorts about the human body and
health
and wellness.
Yeah.
And I haven't taken any of that because I watched some YouTube after I bought it. It wasn't expensive. I just bought a little vial and then I YouTubed it to see like how much to take and how to do it. And I got really scared about like heavy metals and like medical grade versus what you can get without a prescription.
I gotcha.
So I don't know if I'm going to take that one.
Well, if you decide not to take it, you can just tie-dye a shirt blue.
Exactly. And we'll have a lot of fun doing that.
Yeah.
And then my teeth are all blue forever.
Yeah.
My mouth is just blue, like I'm sucking on a Jolly Rancher all the time.
Jesus.
That's.
Why don't you just take a magnet to it to get out all those metals.
Hey, now we're talking. Now we're thinking on with our
I don't know.
heads.
Sure.
That's not a bad idea.
Sure.
Well, and the funny thing is, like, I'll eat a thing of sardines or whatever. Like, I'll eat canned tuna and stuff without batting an eye. But then this stuff has said something about heavy metals, and I was like, oh, no.
Is that's like a known thing though, right? Like there's
fish.
Yeah, there's like you can get mercury poisoning or whatever.
Because I guess from pollution in the ocean, and then it gets in the fish, or just any kind of pollution, like eventually gets into the water system. I think that's what happens, right?
That's what I heard.
And then it's just like in a fish's muscles.
Yeah.
Fucking them up, and then if you eat a lot of it every day, you'll get some inside you.
But there's
and it just stays there and just fucks you up forever.
Yeah, but like I mean, my parents had those delicious thermometers. That you just break off the tip and
we used to have these really yummy paint chips on the wall.
Yeah, like those there's like a pixie stick, with that mercury. It's so good.
It was like it's like an Otter Pop. Remember those?
No, what's that?
Oh, the like little popsicle in a tube.
Oh yeah.
We had the ones we had were called Otter Pops.
I don't remember what ours were called. Maybe it was Otter Pops.
And like if you were impatient, you didn't want to freeze one, we would just drink it.
Of course. Yeah.
Blue, my favorite. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. Been trying alternative
medicine.
Yeah. Well, are we allowed to talk about our horticultural activities?
No.
Okay, well, I'll just leave that alone then.
Yeah.
So yeah, been doing some different stuff.
Sure. Having all kinds of fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Having a good time.
Yeah. Killing it, bud.
Yeah.
And then you got this non.
Yeah, dude, I love that thing.
What do you even call it? Like non-licensed
Green Bay football tribute blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. No.
It's not
licensed.
When I say Green Bay football, you think of a particular organization that I am not affiliated with.
Oh, nor do I like.
Nor would I be. Yeah. Nor do I even. Yeah.
Yep.
I like the town of Green Bay and the football that's played there.
Yeah.
In whatever capacity.
Green Bay football.
Yeah. How about them Green Bay? That's what I always say.
Now, what's interesting is it does say that it was established in 1919.
Yeah. So I think you can buy one of those for like any team.
Okay.
And they'll just give you the colors, and they'll give you the town name, and then just football. And they, at first glance, it's like, oh, it's like Packers retro shit or whatever.
Yeah. But the more
you
look,
genius of it.
Yeah. But what I like is that you've been buying these deliberately, a bunch of the different Green Bay.
Yes. Well, I got the hat right there. I don't know if you can see on camera.
Oh yeah. More just unlicensed.
Yeah. And well, that hat company is the same way, where it's just some Korean company that, like, they're like, all right, we'll do NFL colors, and then we'll put the name of the city on the hat.
Yeah.
For I don't know who's that's for.
Yeah.
Because you spend another $15, you can get the real deal.
Yeah.
So it's for me.
But it doesn't. Yeah. But it's funny that you're going out of your way to find these things.
Yeah.
Because it's like no, I'm not a fan of.
Yeah.
No, you don't understand. I actually don't like the Packers.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the number 12.
Yeah, I like the number 12. Your name above it.
Yeah.
And the color green.
Yeah. Is that a crime?
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, and please don't mention that organization without their express written consent.
Yeah.
That's what I'm really against.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so.
That's sick.
I like buying things that where it's like, no, but really, who's buying this unironically?
Yeah.
Like, even stupid people aren't going to buy that Green Bay hat.
Well, who's buying the United Nations flag?
Yeah, that too. Same thing.
Yeah.
Who's buying that for reals?
Yeah.
And is proud of the United Nations, or like wants to put that somewhere
Yeah.
prominently.
Or thinks that we should like fund them at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless you like work for them. You're like one of the peacekeepers that's like trafficking children.
Yeah, you're like an employee.
Yeah.
And so you have a UN flag, or you have like a fleece with the UN logo on it. That'd be cool. If I could
That would
find
be
one of those.
sick, dude. I mean, I've been trying to find UN stuff, like the vintage UN stuff. The CNN shirt goes the hardest of anything I've found so far. But yeah.
Yeah, the CNN shirt is great because
World
like,
news leader.
Even when that was made, like who's wearing that?
Yeah.
Who's going to the work barbecue
In a CNN shirt.
CNN world news leader and is a fan of who's a fan of a network?
Yeah.
You know?
Just generally a fan of the network.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it stands for.
Is it Central News Network? That's what I always thought.
Probably. I mean, I can, yeah.
Come nut now. Something like that.
Yeah, I can't say
Could be.
half of the things I'm thinking.
Yeah. Me neither.
Yeah, I probably can't even say the C.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We need Disney to remake this podcast.
Yeah.
So someone can say it.
Yep. Just like the new Snow White and the Seven... Nah.
Yes. Snow White and the Seven...
Midgets.
entities.
Yeah.
Because they took out... They aren't played by people anymore.
No, they're just AI renditions, right? Or something.
Yeah, and what they probably did was had little people like with the green ping pong suit on.
Oh, yeah.
And then they...
Or children.
Or children, yeah.
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 Knowing Disney, they just use child labor.
Yeah, and then they just do the face and the voices separately, probably.
Yeah, probably all filmed in China.
Yeah.
Yeah, just using a bunch of Uyghur Muslim children.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they did.
And then they harvested them for their organs. Soon after.
And the chick, like, doesn't even... she was, like, talking about how terrible Disney was. Like, she had the job already. So this is, like, the new thing where it's like, all right, we're going to make movies, but we're also going to talk about how terrible all these movies are.
Yeah. Tim Dillon started that trend.
He did?
He was in the second Joker movie and just talked about how terrible it was.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's funny.
Yeah.
Talked about how bad the movie was and how bad the business is in general.
Yep.
Yeah, and how racist everyone is and how whatever.
Yeah,
there's no justice.
Yeah, they get people, they cast people who hate the entire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's like white people privileged college shit where it's like, oh no, I'm still gonna take all the money.
Yeah.
And do the job.
That movie comes out this weekend, right? I think the screenings start today.
Really?
I think we should go.
I'm gonna want to get fucked up probably.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can just sit through that.
Yeah.
Because Snow White is seriously like a really good movie. It's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
As far as animation goes.
It is. The original is really fucking good.
It's very good. It's very well done if you like animation.
I have it on VHS.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
That is sweet. Yeah.
We should watch it on a CRT TV, dude.
That would be dope.
That would be really fun.
Yeah.
Especially with like that horticulture.
Yes.
That would be
aforementioned.
Yeah, that would be really fun.
That would be sweet. Let's do that.
Cool. All right.
What are we at?
Hour 19.
Oh, sick. All right, let's call it.
Okay.